Gifty, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to interlock. I created this manual that takes you step by step into starting your locks. Now I came prepared because I made a mock-up. This represents our scalp and this represents all the sections that we would like to divide our hair into, and this is a section that is going to create the lock that would eventually look like this one. So I'm going to share with you the 4-point rotation, and it's going to be a very detailed tutorial. We women are creative beings, so just be open-minded and trust that you're going to understand this process. Interlocking is super easy. I even believe that interlocking is much more easier than braiding. Twisting maybe is one of the simplest forms, but if you don't twist well, it doesn't hold either. But interlocking is one of the best ways you can start your locks. So I want to make sure that you're going to understand this concept. I'm going to take my time. By the time you finish watching this video, I am sure you'll be able to interlock. So let's get right into this. So before we start off, let me give you a small explanation of the 4-point rotation. Let's take this to be the section of hair, which is a square that you're going to interlock. You pierce into the lock at 4 points. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are the 4 points where you need to pierce into the lock. That's why some people call this the clock, because when you take a watch, this is supposed to be 12 o'clock. This is 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. It means you're piercing into the lock at these 4 points. So that's the same thing here. You take a tool, you put it in, and then you just follow these arrows from right to left, down to up, left to right, and then up to down. So it's super simple. This is how you do the 4-point rotation, and it involves all 4 points of your lock in case this is your hair. So let's take this to be your loose natural hair, which is detangled. You can run your fingers through. You would have to create the base, which is here. So normally I just twist this like this. Then I put my finger on the scalp and then kind of divide the hair all the way to the top. Make sure I still keep holding this because my finger is not supposed to slip through, otherwise it will not create the interlocking. And then now when I have this, and this is there, let me hold it tight. We just follow the same principle with the 4 points. So we just imagine this is the arrows here where you can pierce into the lock. So the first thing I'll do is pass it from the top down, then from the side to the side, from below upwards, and then from the left to the right. So that's a whole rotation. So that we just keep this in mind, let me just put the arrows there so that, so we keep going. So from the top, then from the side, from below, from the left, again from the top, from the side, from below, from the left, then to the top. So I kind of just follow the arrows. So it's actually very simple. It's very easy. When you can imagine it this way in your mind, there's no way that you'll be mistaken, and as you keep practicing, you will get faster and better at this whole interlocking thing. So I'm just trying to make you see that there is nothing to be afraid of when it comes to interlocking. It's super easy once you understand this principle. So when I get here and I just went through from the top to the down part, then I would take my tool, just put that in. Normally this happens when I'm no more able to use my finger to pass through the section. So when your finger becomes way too big for your lock to pass through, you would use the tool, which is like this. Just put that in, and then you continue the rotation from right to left, from up to down, left to right, then up to down. Some people say north to south, so you can do it as you wish, but this is how I would do it, and I hope this is something that you can easily bear in mind and then just keep going. So practice will make you perfect. So find a few strands of hair or something and then just keep going. As I said, if you want to end it, you end it in the position where you would like to end it, like this. If you want to end it from the top, you go from the top and then you bring it down. So that's the end of it. I hope this tutorial is helpful. I just want to share with you how I would understand this whole interlocking principle, and I hope that this was useful to you. So before I leave you, let me give you a view of my locks, because I also started them with interlocking all by myself and they have become longer now. So let me just give you a view. So this is the front. I've actually retightened the front and it's been a week already, but the back is not retightened. So and I'm very happy I didn't have the struggle with the braid lock situation, because if you follow me from the beginning of my journey, I actually installed braid locks, and then I realized after a few days that they didn't change. The other locks that I installed via interlocking were shrinking and becoming thicker, but the braid locks just remained the same. So that's where I realized I had to take them out and try and interlock everything. So I hope this video was helpful and you were able to follow this tutorial. I believe if you practice, that is what will make you perfect. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.